Sun's full on that deal right there, and I got both trackers hooked up, but that is a little bit shaded. Alright, we're going to take a look at the watt meter. Okay, got both charge controllers going, and the sun is kind of shining on that one, but the other one not so much. I hope that y'all can see that. I'm getting 20 amps. We'll go. The sun's shining a little bit brighter as we're getting 24. And that would be kind of, yeah, there's 24, 25. About right, since one's in the sun, one's out. So I'm thinking when they both get in the sun, it's going to get better. 726 watts. Wow. That's good. So far, so good. Alright, I'll come back later when we get both of the trackers in the full sun. And when that's blinking, it says the batteries are almost full. That's 26 volts. No, 27 volts, sorry. Yeah, so they're coming up. Alright. Come back to all this in a minute. My new smart meter. Electric company's so good to me. They're trying to help me. They want to help me get my bill lower. Save me money. That's what they're trying to do. They just want to help. I'll come back another day when the sun's bright, probably tomorrow, and maybe there'll be some neat amperage. I'd like to see 45 amps on there or something like that. It's not going to happen today. For one thing, the batteries got full with just the, 10 amps it was going in there, 10 to 20 amps, and so it's not going to work. It's not going to work today to have big readings. See, it says 28.7 volts. It's almost 29 volts. It's full. So it's floating. So that's all there is for today. But tomorrow, maybe there'll be bright sunshine. It says so on the weather. Alright. Later. Okay, I didn't get much of a chance to observe this today. I went to town. I don't know what 19VM or 8WBP or AH, WH, AP, I don't know what all that is. And you guys see that? WP, AH, WH, watt hours. Is that for the day? AP, I don't know what that is. VM, volts, I don't know. WP, AH, I don't know. I know the batteries are at 25.54 volts. That's off just a few decimal points with the meter. I don't know which one's right, but they're close enough to each other. They're just a couple of deals off. Okay, well, that's a video for today. When I run the batteries down real good and they're about empty, and then we have a perfect day of sunshine, we'll look and see how many amps that it can make, or watts. How many amps or watts it can put in the batteries. Can you, I don't know, you guys probably didn't even see that. I'll try again. Okay, I had to go to town today, and the batteries got full, you know, real gradual like, and so there was no great big amperage readings. It went like from 10 to 20 amps is all I ever saw. But there was a lot of chemtrails. So it was real hazy and kind of cloudy today. So maybe you guys can help me out with AH, amp hours, WH, watt hours, AP, I sure don't know what that is. VM, I don't know what that is. WP. Alright, well, that's what it looks like at the end of the day. You can see there's 0 amps coming in because the sun just went down. And the batteries are sitting at 25.5 volts. And my wife's been watching TV all day. And the Pioneer stereo's been on and for surround sound and all that. And also the satellite. So we've been using some of the power. Alright, well, I'll check back with y'all later, update you, whenever I see some big amp readings. Sometimes it'll do, when the batteries are really empty, and they've got bright sunshine, it'll go up almost 45 watts with those two trackers. Alright, thanks for watching. Oh yeah, for an experiment, most of this 10 gauge wire is running in and out of these two charge controllers. Then two of them, 10 gauge wires, meet up right here and go into the watt meter. So coming out of here could be 45 watts, maybe tomorrow when the batteries are low. And then a 10 gauge ground wire. And it's not really rated for that. But since it's such a short wire, it just comes down here to the battery. It's probably 30 inches long, maybe 24, something like that, 25. I'm not sure. Probably 30 inches. But just for an experiment, I'm going to see how warm it gets. But I would like to change it out, but because of curiosity's sake, I just want to see how warm it gets. I'm going to take temperature readings on it and feel it and stuff. But I have this ground wire. It's battery. It's not battery cable. It's welding cable. Anyway, I'm thinking about this is what's going to go on it. This welding cable. But it's 6 gauge. But I don't want to change it yet. I want to see what that does. That little 10 gauge wire. We'll see how warm it gets. And I got to be out here tomorrow checking it out. I'll be watching it. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching.